Hello, this is the development funding opportunity for 120 Warwick Road in Banbury, OX16 2AN. Now, CrowdProperty is a peer-to-peer lending platform designed to facilitate loans between private individuals and professional property businesses. CrowdProperty is authorised and regulated by the Financial Conduct Authority under permission number 723959. CrowdProperty is not covered by the Financial Services Compensation Scheme. There are risks with any loans you make and your capital is at risk. CrowdProperty endeavours to protect all lenders. This is done by registering the legal first charge against the property project. This means that in the very unlikely event a borrower defaults on the loan, CrowdProperty will be able to take ownership of the project and manage it for the lenders. So this opportunity is an existing 6-bedroom bed and breakfast house together with an adjoining studio flat and a separate 1-bedroom flat. Planning's been granted to convert it into a 9-bed HMO with 2 1-bedroom apartments. The property is situated in a mixed-use area. It's at a busy arterial route about a quarter of a mile northwest of Banbury town centre. Banbury itself is an idyllic market town set by the River Cherwell in Oxfordshire with prominent retail and commercial areas. It has a population of around about 48,000 people and it's got one of the lowest unemployment rates in Great Britain, 0.7%. The largest local employers include Dow Egberts, that's food manufacturing, and ProDrive, who are in the motor industry. The Royal Institute of Chartered Surveyors, they have a valuation on the existing property with no tenancy agreements in place of £650,000, and RICS estimate the gross development value to be £795,000. CrowdProperty has agreed to lend the borrower £513,000 towards the purchase and conversion of this project. It's for a 12 months maximum term, and of course CrowdProperty will take security of a first charge on this project. You can see on the right hand side there how the bed and breakfast looks there on the right hand side with parking on the right hand side. You can see that there's garages on the left. Those garages are going to be converted. I'll show you the floor plans in just a few moments. Here's the location of Banbury. You see on the left hand side there, it's got the M40 that runs sort of from the Birmingham area down through to London. Banbury is situated itself just north of Oxford, south of Leamington Spa and Coventry. Just to the east you've got Northampton and Rugby, and of course the west hand side you've got Cheltenham and Morton Marsh, so fairly central in the UK. On the right hand side you can see there more of the town centre of Banbury, and you may just be able to make out that there's a little arrow just here on the right hand side there. That's the area where the project is situated. So let's then look at what the proposer is wanting to do. The borrower is going to title split the project and then refinance it. So the property is located in Banbury. It's near the town centre, that's in Oxfordshire, located approximately 1 mile from junction 10 of the M40. The town itself has good public transport links to London and Birmingham. In fact, Chiltern Railways run regular trains from Birmingham through to London Marylebone. It's a 19th century detached 2- and 3-storey property that's got some later additions on it. It's got on-site car parking and gardens, and the site itself is around about 0.176 of an acre. The proposal is, and it's got planning already granted by Cherwell District Council. Their reference number is 17/01797/F. There's permission granted to convert the property into a 9-bed HMO with 2 1-bedroom apartments. It's anticipated that the completion of funds going into this project will be done by the 12th of July 2018. It's a 12-month loan term, with the borrower then going to refinance on a long-term commercial mortgage and hold onto the project. So here's the site plan. You can see it there with the hatched area. That's where it is, just off Warwick Road, and it's just in front of St Paul's Church. The photo on the right hand side shows it from a slightly different angle to what we saw earlier. You see there's parking on the front of it. The garages you see there are going to be converted, and I'll move on to the proposed floor plans in just a few moments. And then the right hand side is going to be the HMO, the 3-storey section of it. So here's the proposed ground floor plan. And let me just explain what's happening here. So you go into the HMO through this door here, and you'll go in through this door will take you into the kitchen diner. Off of this corridor here, you've got bedroom 1, which has got an ensuite, and you've got access to upstairs, which I'll show you in just a few moments. But when you then go into the kitchen dining room, which is a generous 28.85 square meters, you can come into bedroom 2 here, which has then got its own ensuite. You can go through another little door with a little cloakroom just here, into bedroom 3 with an ensuite, bedroom 4 with an ensuite, and through then into a conservatory area, which is another sort of breakout area for the HMO and for people to sort of get together and socialise in this particular project. If we go then back outside and go upstairs, you then will come up onto the first floor plan. So you'll come up these stairs here. You then got bedroom number 5, which is then using this bathroom facility over here. It's not en suite, but bedroom 6 does have an ensuite facility, and so does bedroom 7. That's got ensuite. And then you then come round and go upstairs again. That then you will go up into bedroom 8. So here's the door into bedroom 8, which has an ensuite, and then into bedroom 9, which again has its ensuite. Let me just go back downstairs though to show you where the flats come into it, because this is the door here that takes you into the flat. So you go in here and up the stairs, and when you go upstairs you will then come first of all into this section here, which will take you into this first flat, flat 1, with a kitchen cum dining area here. Then you'll go upstairs here again, which will then take you up onto the second floor, where you will come up then into this living room area, which has an ensuite bathroom off of it, and then double doors leading into your bedroom. So that's flat number 1. If we go back downstairs, you'll then see where flat 2 is, because you come up those stairs, you then go in through this door, which then takes you into a studio type of flat, where you have your living space, your kitchen, your dining area would be here, and your lounge. This is also where the bedroom is here, with its own little ensuite off of it. So this is a studio. The other flat then is a 1 bedroom, which you go upstairs to. So we've got a 9-bed HMO and 2 flats on this particular project. Okay, the gross internal area of the house itself is 232.02 square meters. That's 2,508 square feet. Flat number 1 is 45.59 square meters, which is 491 square feet, and flat 2 is 22.04 square meters. That's 237 square feet. So in total we're looking at 305.61 square meters and 3,290 square feet. So here's an overview then of the project financials and the proposed loan. It's a purchase price of £540,000 against a RICS verified market value of £650,000. The estimated refurb cost is £173,000, with a total GDV, gross development value, of £795,000, and that's been verified by RICS as well. And CrowdProperty has agreed to lend £513,000 on this project. It's a 12 months maximum loan with an initial loan to value of 66.9%. The proposed loan then is a £513,000, which is made up of £378,000 towards the purchase price of £540,000, and then the remainder of the money, that's the £135,000, that's going to be released in phases during that conversion works, subject to the independent monitoring surveyor, their verification. So that initial loan to value of 66.9% will rise to 70.9% when you include the rolled up interest. It's secured with the first charge against the property, with the interest being paid at the end of the project, which has a maximum loan period of 12 months, but it may be less than that. But the minimum term is 6 months, and the capital plus the interest is going to be repaid to people lending on this project from the refinance of the loan. So here's the borrower. It's David Granite. You can see his photo on the right hand side there. David is the owner and director of DCG Property Limited. That's the purchasing company on this particular project. David's been investing and developing properties since 2013. He's also developed and refurbished 13 other projects to date. And prior to this, David spent 8 years in the automotive industry, working for both BMW and Jaguar Land Rover, where he led projects and cost analysis. David's got a degree in electrical engineering. He's got Prince 2 project management, as well as holding Six Sigma qualification. Prince 2 is the acronym for projects in controlled environments. In other words, it's sort of a best practice guidance on doing project management. So he's sort of well versed in doing projects of this kind of nature, and nowadays he's a full-time developer, a property developer. Here's some of the projects he's worked on before. You can see the before and after photos there. Great standard that he's taken them from and to. This was a 4-bedroom property that he converted into a 6-bedroom ensuite property. And then he did another project fairly recently, which he took a 3-bedroom property, converted it into a 6-bed ensuite property, and you can see again the great standard of project that he delivers on these particular conversions. And he was explaining to me when I spoke to him earlier that this particular project, although he's recently finished it, it really did rent out so quickly. He tends to target people from the local JLR because he used to work there at Jaguar Land Rover and the BMW factory. He's got great contacts where people who work in those factories often come and rent his particular properties on an HMO basis. So CrowdProperty believes in responsible lending and responsible borrowing. They've agreed to lend £513,000 on this project, and the loan is going to be raised in a single phase but drawn down at specific milestones. It's secured against the GDV, the gross development value of the site. According to RICS, their valuation is £650,000, which is the current market value. The outturn value is estimated by RICS at £795,000. The loan to value of the property, it's 66.9%, which then goes up to 70.9% when you include the rolled up interest. And the borrower will refinance onto a long-term commercial mortgage and hold the project. The latest payback time is 12 months after the loan start date. It's anticipated that loan start date is the 12th of July 2018. It's a 6 months minimum loan period, could be up to 12 months, and CrowdProperty will have the first charge to protect the lenders in the event of any default. So here's your next steps. Please make sure that you understand the loan. It's important that you carry out your own due diligence on the project and of course the developer, and then decide how much you would like to loan against this project. The minimum is £500. The maximum would be up to the asking price of this particular loan of £513,000, or anywhere in between that. Decide how much you would like to lend against this particular project, and then visit the crowdproperty.com website and pledge on launch. That launch is on Thursday the 14th of June at 10 o'clock sharp. You can preview this from 9:30 onwards, but the project will go live at 10 AM on Thursday the 14th of June. And then it's important that CrowdProperty conducts the necessary anti-money laundering checks, which is a formality that they have to go through. And then if you're successful, you'll be invited to send your funds to the CrowdProperty solicitor, and then you can start earning interest on completion. Remember that completion is anticipated to be the 12th of July 2018, when everything has been completed by way of the loan agreement. So thank you for watching this preview webinar. It's going live, as I say, at 10 AM on Thursday the 14th of June. Preview is available from 9:30 AM, so half an hour before going live. I really hope you can support this project, please, and thank you for being with us on this CrowdProperty webinar. My name is Andy Haynes. I look forward to you joining us again very soon.